guys, it's Stacy at Precision Planting, the Southwest Regional Manager, and today I'm with Cory, and Cory's going to go through kind of his information, how long he's been farming, where we're farming at, and what he has on his equipment.
So my name is Cory Gilbert from Burlington, Colorado. I help my parents on the family farm. I've been farming in the region for 30 or 40 years, long-term farm here locally. Dry land and irrigated corn and wheat, and then we have a mix of strip till and no-till, and this is our first year with a full-on precision planting planter with most of the features on it.
All right, Cory, so before you invested in precision planting, did you have any doubts about our equipment, and how did those overcoming some of those challenges make you feel after you decided to commit to precision planting?
I think we knew we were limited on the equipment side, and we had planned on trading or upgrading planters at the end of last year. And I think our biggest, your biggest challenge, when you go to we're using the precision planting row units, Hawkins bars, so we're completely aftermarket. I think it's a hard mindset to get away from a factory national brand like a John Deere or a Case. We were running John Deere prior. I think it's hard when you worry about parts availability and service, and then just unfamiliarity with the equipment. And so having a good dealer like Hilltop with Bruce and Justin, we had a pretty good handle on their knowing they had good service and seeing their parts availability. And I guess once we trusted in that and saw what they were doing with their equipment, it was it became a pretty easy step to make once we saw the capabilities of what the row unit had, even though it's a completely different design. And the V-drive setup, I think, brings a lot to the table, and Delta Force is huge for us with variable soil conditions.
So having ran Delta this year alone, because in the past this is your first year with Delta, so what have you seen, from the soil conditions and your ability to control? What changes have you seen?
So like I was telling you before, when we get into, say, our strip till and irrigated, it was a little wet when we strip tilled, and then it dried out, and so we had some cloddier strips than we would like. The ability to get out and dig and come in the cab and add 20 pounds of downforce and firm that seed bed up a little bit for more seed to soil contact, just making fine-tuned adjustments like that instead of compromising like we would before has been huge. And I've just got to say, like the Gen 3 2020 with the Delta Force and the row by row sensing it has, just being able to watch applied downforce and catch a sprayer track or a tractor track that headed off where you shouldn't have, it really opens your eyes to the traffic out here, and the need to be able to adjust on the fly automatically.
All right, Cory, so what would you say to somebody on the fence that's thinking about stepping into precision planting equipment that hasn't made the next step yet on investing in changing something on their planter in regards to aftermarket?
So I have a precision consulting business, so I get hands on a lot of different planter systems and monitors, and just I see a lot of different farming operations and their challenges, and I know the struggles on our farm. Just seeing what the technology brings in terms of the control we have now over our seed inputs and fertilizer inputs, we can be more efficient with those through variable rate, through row-to-row swath control. I think the other thing, it's a big step to get over that mindset, but the value I see in the investment that we made for this planter versus had we traded, I think we probably got into more features for less money than trading with a dealer. And so if you have that local person for parts and support, and you trust them to help you get comfortable with this new system, I think it brings a lot of value to the table for the investment that you make compared to getting a factory new planter and slowly upgrading over time.
Great. Well, we appreciate your time and hope you have a great season for planting. So thank you.